How's it going, everybody? This is what my face looks like for those of you who have never seen my face before. I know that some of you are here from the other channel, from Brad the DC Universe Geek, but this is more Brad the DC Universe Geek. This is everything else that's like action figure related that I find interesting or that I'm into that's not DC Comics related, because I don't want to taint my DC channel. And no, I don't mean like rub my taint on it. That's gross. I just mean I want that to stay separate. Why am I giving such a long, stupid intro? This is a series where I look at stuff on eBay that's either weird, or what the scalpers are doing, or possibly just exorbitantly priced, that kind of stuff. So, let's roll the intro. Well, this is awkward. Roll the intro, Brad. I said roll it!
Look at this stuff, it's from eBay.
Alright, so, those of you who are my age, and I'll just come right out and tell you I'm 40. Turning 41 in just a few weeks, will remember a show on television called The Golden Girls. It was a show that if you happened to be at home sick, and this was after Price is Right, so first Price is Right would come on, and you'd watch Bob Barker do his thing and tell you to spay and neuter your pets, and after that, about the middle of the afternoon, when you were just like, I don't want to watch soap operas anymore, and I'm too old for TVO. TVO is the equivalent of like young children's PBS television programming in Ontario. TVO, TV Ontario. You would find yourself watching The Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. Do 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 da 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 da. I watched that show so many times, and I don't know the lyrics to it. Anyway, we called this show The Moldy Girls, even though everyone liked the show. Who didn't like The Golden Girls? But we called it The Moldy Girls because they were old, and so therefore they must be moldy. Anyway, who would have thought that in the future, 2020, you'd be seeing Golden Girls action figures that were selling really expensively, or maybe not selling. I'm not entirely sure. But here we have rare Funko Golden Girls reaction set, new, mint condition. Oh, this is 2016. Okay, so these were a Comic-Con exclusive in 2016. I remember actually seeing these in 2016 hit eBay for a lot less than $600 US, which is what this set is for. $600. That's a lot of money for these little 3 3/4 inch, very low articulated Golden Girls figures, but I guess it's because they're an exclusive. I wouldn't pay that though for these. But if you think that that is a lot of money, well, how about $1,000 for the same 4-pack? The bottom line is, it's 4 3 3/4 inch figures of 3 senior citizen ladies that all live together for $1,000. Who wants these figures bad enough to pay $1,000? Leave it in the comment section below. Would you pay $1,000 for the Moldy Girls? I mean, the Golden Girls? Now, if 3 3/4 inch ain't your jam, well, I have good news for you. NECA also released this here NECA Golden Girls 8-inch clothed 4 action figure doll set, Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia. $949.99 for these bad boys, these bad girls, these good girls. Well, I guess one of them was kind of bad. Now, if that is too much money for you, then you could always pay the low, low price of $349.97 American for the Golden Girls. Remember, shipping is always on top of that as well. And if you don't live in America, then you're also going to be stuck paying them their pesky border fees. So you could end up paying a lot more money. If I actually show you the listing here, it's actually $431.11 Canadian plus $25 shipping, but there will also be, because everybody uses the stupid Pitney Bowes global shipping program, there's also upfront border fees for everything now, as opposed to before you could get away with paying border fees almost never. I think if I was going to buy any one of the Golden Girls, I would probably buy this one. I would probably buy Rose, just because in real life, she's kind of a badass. She's like, I would say an American treasure, but that's not accurate. She's more of a Western, a North American treasure. And you can have a little 8-inch representation doll of her as well for $54.99 US. I wouldn't pay that though for her, because if you're gonna get one Golden Girl, you kind of have to get them all. Like who just wants one Golden Girl? I don't know. I honestly never in a million years thought that people would be excited about the novelty of buying Golden Girls action figures. Look, here's a Golden Girls lunchbox. A Golden Girls lunchbox. That's insane. Would you have gone to school way back in the 80s with a Golden Girls lunchbox, sporting Rose and Maud and Blanche on the front? Look, even the pink on the back of the lunchbox looks like that senior citizen pink. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe their wallpaper was that color back in the day, or possibly their sofa or their throw blanket over the white sofa. So that's all the funny stuff. Now let's move on to the slightly more serious-ish stuff. Oh, that's hilarious. I just typed in G.I. Joe Classified. Oh, wait. Go. I forgot to clear the search bar. Hang on a second. Oh. Whoa! Look at Destro. They got Pimp Daddy Destro, $400, $492 Canadian. I saw him in my EB Games like way back, and I passed on him just because I don't want to have two. Like, what do I need two Destros for? I would never pose him with anything. I would just have like random Pimp Daddy Destro on a shelf with a bunch of other random one-off figures that it would just. I don't need as many one-off figures. I like to pose my figures with other characters. Cool figure though, but see, I'm also kind of on the fence about breaking that rule myself because, well, for one, I've ordered the Snake Eyes, the exclusive Snake Eyes figure that has like the silver face shield and stuff. Don't ask how much I paid for it, okay? It was a lot of money. I wish I didn't have to pay that for it, but I went up for auction and I paid a lot less than the average list price on eBay, but still, that's too much money. But apparently it wasn't because I paid it. Okay, I'm gonna narrow down the search because what I'm looking for holy crap, Beachhead for $400. That must be the variant. Is that the variant with the different eyes? The brown eyes one. Do I have the blue eyes or the brown eyes? I can't remember. I got a whole box of Joes right here that, you know, I've been collecting. I haven't displayed them yet because I got to rearrange my shelf space, but which is mine? Oh, wow. Oh, mine's the brown-eyed variant. Look, it's probably not going to show up. Come on. Maybe if I duck out of frame. What do you think? Yeah, that's the brown eyes version. I got the brown eyes version. Man, Hasbro is killing it with their G.I. Joe line, though. I'm always so stoked when there's more reveals. Anyway, so I was saying, let's click on through and narrow our search down for G.I. Joe Classified Series Major Blood. Yeah, I'm a slow typer. Search and peck. All right, what do we got? Okay, nobody. Oh, wait a minute. Someone does have him listed. Firefly and the Cobra Island Viper, which I don't have yet. I don't want an army build. I just want two. Can't find him anywhere yet. And then Major Blood. 600. Oh, what am I? What I meant to say there was $202.45 American. That's still a lot of money for 3 action figures. A lot of money. And the thing is, the Cobra Vipers wouldn't be so rare if it wasn't for A, people army building and buying like 12 of them. People say that's not their fault. It's Hasbro for not shipping enough. I say it's a multifaceted problem. You got people that will go in and do the toy hunt for an entire week and clear out every Walmart and Target within 50 miles of their house and have like 12 or 13 of them, which really means that other people who are on the hunt at the same time can't find it. And then also, yeah, we do have a problem with shipping. Like if it's an army builder, why wouldn't they just send more of the army building figures in the box to satiate people more? Like instead of having 1 or 2 Vipers per case, ship out entire cases of Vipers. See, this G.I. Joe Classified Deluxe Snake Eyes for $250 Canadian. Oh, it's from Edmonton, Alberta. It's a fellow Canadian selling it. Why would you sell such a cool figure? Maybe he needs money. Or she. I don't want to assume the seller's gender or sex. I'm never going to sell mine. I'm going to keep it forever. I'm going to have to be buried in a really big coffin. Like a really big coffin. And just put all my toys in the coffin with me. No, scratch that. Put me in a coffin and then in a tomb. And surround me with I've been through this before. On my other channel, surround me with all of my action figures and collectibles in like an Egyptian-style pharaoh's tomb. And then seal me in there so that either when human beings master time travel and they're coming back and they're looking at past humans, they'll go, this guy must have been a king because he died with the most toys. Or possibly when a different race of beings, after human beings are long gone, we've, you know, nuked ourselves into oblivion, or possibly, you know, failed the apocalypse. Whoops, a virus happened and no one wanted to wear a face mask and distance and they kept fucking partying. Then all the human race will be dead and they'll just find this tomb and it'll be me, like King Toyton Common, Tootin' Toyton. You get what I'm saying? Toys? Shut up, Brad. See, this right here is a great example of something that drives me crazy. We have 4 Cobra Vipers in one listing. Now, I get it. Instant army build. There's a plus to that. However, dem scalpas, $300 US for 4 Vipers. Do you think that might just be a little bit overpriced there? Yeah. All right, now let's see what's going on in NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles land. Well, that's kind of cool. We have a lot of 20 different in-box 2-packs and single figures going for $17.50. That's still a lot of money. I don't know. To get instant collection in one swoop and considering market prices, I mean, I still think it's too much, obviously. Like, I would never pay that much for this instant collection. But usually when you're getting things in a big lot, I suppose I don't know. This person's obviously not a scalper. It's obviously a person who's selling off their personal collection. And maybe some of this stuff was purchased from secondary market sellers as well. And they're just trying to recoup their money and maybe make a little bit of bread on top. Maybe they're trying to pay their hydro bill or their car payments, or I don't know, maybe they're going through a messy divorce and their significant other is like, half. And they're like, damn it, now I got to sell all my figures and give her half the money, or him half the money. Ho, ho, ho. Check this out. That 2017 SDCC exclusive 8-pack, the thing that basically started off NECA's animated run of figures, the one that was so hard to get, the one that stressed us all out while we were hitting the website trying to order it, that one, I was very lucky, managed to get my hands on a set. It's going for $1,000. That's American. If I wanted to buy that in Canadian, just going to click back to the site here, you go $1,231.84. That's a lot of money. And then below it, we have $1,188.70. Jeez Louise! Oh, and then we have the other pack right here, the movie pack. I managed to get my hands on that one too, right from their website on that day. Just as stressful. Again, $1,000 for this pack. $1,000 to get it. I can't really see, unless you really have to have that SDCC exclusive on your shelf so you can say, look, it's the exclusive. Just get the single carded ones. It's going to be a lot cheaper for you. And you don't really get much more than a few more accessories and the VHS shaped box that they come in. Now this right here, you know, I'm kind of in the middle about this one. These are really hard to find and really rare in package, still in their blister bubble. They're not easy to get. There was a whole run of bootlegs that came in a tube, and they were fantastic, actually. Usually bootlegs suck ass, but these ones are actually really good. I'm kind of in the middle because these guys actually look like I would probably, if I had the money, maybe got like a hefty tax return or something like that, I may actually end up paying for those. If I was a hardcore Turtles fan and these were like Grail pieces, all 4 are together and they're old and hard to find. Yeah, I would actually probably pay that for these. Ooh, but wait, look, there's another set of all 4 for $800 American, just under $1,000 Canadian. And how are their bubbles? Oh, that one's been cut open. The bottom has been cut open on that one. The other ones look all right. I don't know. No, it hasn't been cut open. Looking at the picture, it's been crumpled. So technically, you could pull it apart and re-straighten it out. They're still mint on card. If you're a stickler for having them in perfect condition, like the bubbles in perfect condition, then maybe you'd pass on this. But these came out in 2008. They're so hard to find all together like this, and as the genuine article. Oh my God, $800 Canadian, 650 American for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles diorama. You can buy pretty much the same thing right now in Canada in EB Games for like 100 and some odd bucks. You know what? It's the whole mint in box community. They want to keep it maybe mint in box to say I've got the exclusive SDCC version. I wouldn't pay that much for a diorama though, unless it was like handcrafted and like individual by some kind of diorama artist. Ooh, here's one right here. Mondo Gecko. Someone in, I gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. Mondo Gecko is being sold from China, and there's 3 available. One sold in 1 hour for 70 bucks American. Wow. What is he going to be in Canadian dollars? I bet you he'd be about 40 bucks Canadian. However, for those of us here in Ontario, we're currently in a complete lockdown because our COVID numbers were just shooting through the roof. So they were like, time to put the brakes on stuff. You got to close down all non-essential shopping unless it's curbside pickup. And our EB Games that was able to do curbside pickup, yeah, it closed. And they kept one open in the mall for some reason that was smaller and really less luxurious. Anyway, so that they don't have curbside pickup because the mall's closed. So I don't know how I'd get my hands on him. So at this point, if I was to miss him and not be able to get him locally, 70 bucks American seems like a steal compared to the price he may or may not shoot up to later on eBay. Okay, here are a few that really bust my nuts. We have the Rasputin and Genghis Frog Target exclusive set, which means I can't get them here in Canada. I have to ask my American friends to send them to me. Other than that, I can't get them unless I come to Evil Bay. I won't see them anywhere. I mean, usually things that are Target exclusive either end up at Toys R Us, which I can't go to right now, or they end up going to EB Games, which, as I said before, I can't go to right now. So it's kind of frustrating, but it doesn't really matter. I'm kind of on the fence anyway about whether I want to pick them up or not. I mean, they're fun characters and all, but either way, look at the prices here, Canadian. 147, 147, 147, 141, 116. It's coming down. You got $98 right here. 93.62, 83.77, 80.07. So that's the cheapest one that I've found at this point. Box looks like it's in good condition. 65 bucks US. Still, certainly not as bad as it could be. I'm looking at you, 3 147s. You know who you are. But that's it. I'm done. Have an awesome day. And I sure wish this was a Guinness.